Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I wanted to talk about my experience leaving healthcare because I get a lot of DMs from healthcare professionals asking how I switched out of the profession because deep down they know they're not happy, but they feel stuck in what they do. So after high school, I did everything right. I went to school for 7 years, I opened my own clinic, I went into healthcare, I made good money. I was super successful, but I was also anxious all the time, and that's not something that people could see from the outside looking in, but it was a feeling that I've always had. So if you're in your late 20s or your 30s and you're wondering if you chose the wrong profession, this video is for you. For those of you who are new here, my name is Nadia, and this year I've done so much growth and so much reflection on my life that now I'm confidently able to talk about this. So I wanted to share my story. So I used to be a healthcare professional, and today I'm a licensed financial broker in Ontario, and I'm also a licensed realtor in Ontario. Getting here wasn't easy, and it wasn't a straight line. Growing up, my path was pretty much already chosen for me. No one specifically said you need to go into healthcare, but I definitely feel like I was guided towards that way my entire life. And I understand why. It's stable, it's respected, and it's a safe career choice. On paper, it looks good and it looks like it works. And deep down, I knew I was capable of whatever I set my mind to, so that's what I did. I graduated, I opened a clinic, and I worked for 6 years. I made good money and I was good at what I did. But inside, something always felt off to me. And when something feels off, we're often so busy that we don't really notice it or we just ignore it. We keep pushing it to the side. But I always knew I always felt like I was just going through the motions. I did live with constant anxiety, and this would come out in other ways. So I would get upset about things that shouldn't really affect me or my life. I would let things bother me more than it should. And looking back, I think this is because I was so unhappy with what I was doing, but I just felt stuck. So that would project onto other people and onto things that shouldn't have impacted me. And I lived with anxiety not because I was failing, but because I was actually succeeding at something that didn't feel like it was me. And honestly, this anxiety started right when I first got into my graduate program. So I actually had an Instagram account with over 20,000 followers when I got into school, and I ended up deleting that account completely because I thought as a healthcare professional, I wouldn't be able to be active on social media. People would look down on me putting myself out there, and that was a big part of who I was. I've always loved inspiring people and connecting with people over social media and being able to reach a lot of people. And I just felt like it's something I wasn't able to do going into the career that I was going in. The worst part is that I thought something was wrong with me. And I'm like, why aren't I happy? So I just thought maybe I'll mature and grow into it. Like maybe people grow out of social media. Looking back, that was stupid of me to think that, but that's honestly what I thought at the time. So eventually I realized that the problem wasn't healthcare. The problem was that my whole life, I never asked myself like what I wanted. And I would do whatever I wanted throughout school. So I still had my own fitness business. I still worked during school. I feel like I've had so many businesses throughout the years because that's just what I enjoy doing. But never in my life did I reflect and sit down and ask myself what would make me happy. I followed a path that was built on expectations from other people, and it was not built on alignment with myself. I know for a fact throughout the years, like I'm a natural born entrepreneur. And I truly believe the only thing that did keep me in healthcare that long is because I opened my own clinic right away and I was able to run that business. If I only had the choice to work for someone else after graduating, I don't think I would have survived in it as long as I could because I just know the feeling that I would have had, and I feel things very deeply. I don't know what would have happened. It would have been very dark because I might have felt even more stuck. I truly believe I would have been miserable. So in my 30s, I made a decision that scared everyone, including myself. And this was not alone. Like, I truly believe I'm not like a super religious person. I don't go to church or anything. I believe that this was with a lot of help from God because I was too scared to do it myself years ago. And I got signs from the universe that you're not going down the right path and you need to change directions. So when you listen to those feelings and you listen to the universe, that will guide you down the path you're meant to be on. But honestly, this past year has strengthened my faith that God knows what's best for me, and the universe helped me along that path. So I followed those signs, and I am so happy that I did, because I don't think I could have survived if I didn't follow those signs, to be honest. I just was that unhappy. So first I jumped into real estate. I had my license since 2022 and I practiced part-time, but beginning of this year, so 2025, that's when I jumped into it full-time. I practiced part-time because I was too busy working in healthcare and I wasn't seeing the success I wanted to in real estate at the time, because I was so busy working in healthcare and I wasn't able to put in the hours that I would have to in order to become more successful. So after I made the jump to go into it full time, it felt like a weight was lifted off my chest, to be honest. When I finally stopped working in healthcare, I didn't know how I would feel after, but the relief that I felt and that anxiety being gone told me that I made the right decision. After that, I became licensed as a financial broker as well, because I'm able to help more families, more businesses in a bigger way, and that's something that I've been really excited to do. And there were no safety nets, no guarantees jumping into a new career. But as a natural born entrepreneur, that's what I'm used to. I like taking the risks. I like putting in the work, because the more work you put in, the more you will get out of it. So that was just on belief and uncomfortable growth. Today, I help families and business owners make smarter financial decisions, and I don't even have to charge my clients. Like the companies, the investment companies, the insurance companies pay me for that. So I can sit down with someone for free, help them with their financials, and get paid to do that. It makes such a huge impact. And honestly, I've never felt so excited about what I'm doing. I have control over my time, over my scheduling. I get to work from home, which is literally a dream for me. I am super grateful for that, because it's something that I've always wanted and I just never saw a way of doing it. For the first time in a long time, my anxiety is gone. I'm able to be in a positive mood, and no, life isn't perfect. As you guys know, I'm still dealing with infertility issues, but I have a sense of lightness and alignment that I haven't felt in a long time. I believe that I'm becoming aligned with what my purpose is, and I do think part of that purpose is helping other people that were stuck in healthcare like I was, and they feel like there's no way out, and I want to show them, like, if you believe in yourself and you find the right thing for you, there is a way out, and you shouldn't live your life based on other people's expectations, because you're just going to be unhappy. And even if you can't see the possibility yet, I hope this video makes you one step closer to asking questions or asking me how I did it, or just one step closer to fulfilling your purpose and being truly happy. So if you're in healthcare and you're unhappy, like, I don't want you to think you're ungrateful. I don't want you to think you're lazy. I don't want you to think something's wrong with you, because those feelings that you're getting, I truly believe, are from the universe, and they're telling you that you're meant to be going down another path. You might just be outgrowing a version of yourself that you didn't even choose for yourself in the first place. I get messages all the time, which makes me, happy, but like sad at the same time, from nurses, physios, other healthcare professionals asking how I made the switch. I'm happy about this because they're thinking of doing it as well. I'm sad that unfortunately they're still in the career that they aren't happy in, but the first step is just believing that it's possible to make the change. So my advice to you guys would be, you need to find the right people to support you. If you have friends and family that don't support you, unfortunately, you're going to have to ignore them for now. Once they see you succeeding in something else, they'll be supportive of you, obviously. And once they see you're happy, they're obviously going to be supportive of you. A lot of us are good at hiding unhappy we are, so that's the problem. Like, they can't see that, so I wouldn't take it personally. You need to have confidence in trusting the universe, trusting those gut feelings, because they are there for a reason, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in your career, or anything at all. You do have to trust those feelings, and I truly believe the universe will help you along that path. If you ignore those feelings, things will only get worse. They're there for a reason, and I don't think you will feel fulfilled until you act on those feelings. So one of my goals now is to help others who are in the same boat that I was in. I'm now on the other side, and I can let you know how much better your life can get. If you're curious about finance, entrepreneurship, or building something that actually gives you freedom, feel free to send me a DM on Instagram. Feel free to text me, call me. I'm more than happy to give advice and help you transition to a career that makes you happy, especially if you feel like you're an entrepreneur. Those are the people that I love working with. My advice for you would also to be to slowly transition, because doing what I did this year, like, that is tough. That is really hard. You have to really be trusting in the universe, and you have to really ignore what other people are going to say. Start part-time. And honestly, most people who are in my brokerage for finance started part-time, and then when they started making more money working part-time than they did full-time, they transitioned to full-time. So I would start part-time. Make sure you like whatever you're doing next, and make sure that you're going to succeed in it, or like make sure that you're going to make enough to pay your bills. And yeah, you will have to work extra hours on top of your job, but I feel like that's still easier than just jumping all in, especially if you have a family, you have bills to pay. If you don't have bills to pay, then you can just go all in. Like, why not? You might as well try something else. But yeah, that would be some advice that I have. If this video resonated with you, please like it so more people see it. Subscribe for more honest career conversations to see where I'm at, how I'm doing. And if you want to, I'm always available to talk, and I truly mean that. I do check my DMs that go into my spam as well. If for some reason I'm not answering, just comment on one of my pictures and I'll go check and I'll see it. I do feel like, being through everything that I've been through, one of my purposes is helping other people who feel like they're stuck in healthcare because that's just the direction they were expected to go. Help them get out of it and truly be happy if that's what they want to do. And your 30s aren't too late. This actually might be the beginning, and I can fully say that all my unhappiness came from not being happy in my profession without even realizing it, because I was so successful. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts, and feel free to send me a message anytime.